In this video, I'm going over how I trade cash secured puts and only risk $300 per trade. I'm going to walk you through step by step exactly how I make $608 every single month using this simple strategy. And I'm going to walk you through it step by step in a way that you will understand it and know how to do it by the end of this video, even if you're an absolute beginner. So let me dive in and show you exactly what a cash secured put is, the strategy I use, and how you can start implementing it today. Let me walk you through what a cash secured put is. This is not something I talk about a lot, but it's a very great strategy that I use and I want to share it with you. So a cash secured put is simply betting that a stock will stay above a certain level, but without having protection. So let me explain this. Let's say a stock is moving to the upside like this, and I think the stock will continue to move higher. I think the stock will not break this prior low that it made. So if that's true, I'm going to put a level right here and say, hey, if the stock stays above this level, then I'll make money. And so that's what a cash secured put is. You're selling a put at this level you think the stock will stay above. If it stays above it, you make money. So if the stock goes down but still stays above it, you make money. If the stock goes sideways, you make money. If the stock goes up, you make money. So that's what a cash secured put is. So you're selling a put, and that amount of money that you have on the line is secured by the amount of cash you have. So now let me walk you through this strategy. It's quite simple. You want to target a 22 days until expiration, which means that your contract is expiring in roughly 22 days. You're going to want to do it on SPY, and you want to do a 10 delta put. Again, I'll explain what all this means visually here in a second, so stay tuned. You want a 50% profit target, which means when your trade hits 50% profit, you take the trade and close it. You want a 400% stop loss, which means that if your trade grows by 3x, you want to stop out. So let me explain exactly what this means here. First, let me show you a back test. So again, if you plug in all these details here and test it over the last 10 years, a 10 delta put, 22 days until expiration, 50% max profit, 400% stop loss. If you test all this, you have a 95% win rate. You can see here, if we look at its comparison to the market, it does roughly the same. However, if we look at this, where does this strategy fail? Well, it fails during crashes. You can see here during downtrends. During this move here, we kind of went flat. During this huge crash, we dropped a lot. We went from a $20,000 profit all the way down to an $8,000 profit. That means you lost $12,000 during this crash. So when does this strategy fail? It fails during crashes. That's why my strategy and my approach is different. We're not just going to haphazardly put on these cash secured puts at random times like you may see other traders doing, like Tasty Live and whatever. They just continually put on a trade every day, and then again that subjects them to this risk. Instead, we're going to trade the trend, right? If you don't know how to read the trend, don't worry. I have the CSCT indicator that I use for this trading style, where when the line's blue, it says the market's trending up. When the line's white, it means it's trending down, and when it's gray, the trend is unknown. So how do we do this? Well, when the line turns blue, we put on a cash secured put. Why? Because that means that the market is going to start trending up. You can see here it trends up. This is the perfect environment for a cash secured put. And now we get to stay out of a cash secured put when we start downtrending during this white period, so we can stay out of losing periods. Not only that, you'd be like, Austin, but you can't predict crashes. Yeah, you can't always predict crashes. You won't miss out on every single one. But for instance, the 2021 in March, you would have missed out on because this band knew to stay out. So again, there are just some things that you're able to avoid. And if you're able to avoid all this, this flattens your P&L curve. So instead of having these huge dips, again, you're just going to have one more of a smooth uptrend P&L graph, so that you're profiting consistently and you're not subject to these crashes, to large losses and other things like this. So when you trade the strategy with the trend, you will have a superior performance. So that is how it's set up. So again, a 22 days until expiration, SPY 10 delta put. So that means you're going to go on the option chain. You're going to look for a 10 delta put. You're going to do a 50% profit. That means that if you collected $100 for this trade, and the trade is now at $50 because you make money when it goes down in price. That means that it goes from 100 to 50, so you collect $50. That's 50% profit. You exit out of the trade with a $50 profit. Now, if you entered for the 400% stop loss, if you entered at $100, and it's now 400% of that, so $400, then you're going to exit the trade too. So if you got in at 100 and you got out at 400, that means the difference is a $300 loss. This is how you have $300 losses with the chance to 95% of the time make a $50 win. So that's how amazing the strategy is. You have a 95% plus win rate on this. You're avoiding crashes, and you're going to stand to make $50 and risk $300, which is a great risk reward scenario. As you start to size up, you can look into better assets to do this with that have more tax advantages, like SPX, or you can go straight to the futures, which has better leverage, which is ES futures. Anyways, that is my strategy. That's how I use it. That's how I outperform the market, by looking at the trend. If you want that indicator and you want to join a program that everyone uses this indicator in these different strategies, click the link down below to grab my free alerts and bonuses. This is what it looks like. It is our program that has access to this indicator that shows us where the market's trending in real time and how to profit from it, using credit spreads, using cash secured puts, and using skewed strangle. So if you want to join this program, free trial linked down below. This free trial will be ending soon, so make sure you take advantage of it now. All right, guys, see you in the next video.